Half guard. What we are going to do, we're going to build our frames. Yeah, remember, frames or lines of defenses in half guard, the ones that are important are the knees, the hands, and the elbows. Yes. Now that we're here, this is a good position to be in, okay? What is a bad position is the one that we were just in, like chest to chest. My hands, elbows, knees, they're all behind him, and I cannot use them. So we're going to do a couple of techniques to get to our frames, and I think we still have time to do a sweep from there. Okay. The first way to do it is, okay, first I have to tell you a little bit about this position. It's better to be around here-ish, yes. Usually they're on top of you, the chest is to the chest, and there's pressure, of course. This hand will be under the arm, and he will be tracking my hips. So if my hip is moving out, he will try to follow, like this. Yeah, and of course, when we're here, he will try to walk up my arms towards my head. So I have to prevent this from happening. I'm doing that just by using my power. So the first escape that we'll do is the easiest one. We'll turn. Otherwise they have to walk again. So let's turn. Yeah. Okay. So I won't be able to do it when he's like this, but if he's more on his knee, like this, maybe a little bit more close. Yeah, there you go. I'm able to do it. So you won't be able to do this one always, but it's usually the first one you go for. So the hand that's here will be blocking this knee right here. You can grab the pants, but you can also just use your hand like this, not grabbing anything. From here, I'll hip escape, even though he'll probably make this hard for me, just enough so that my knee can fit through the hole right here. Yeah. Now this this knee needs to be strong, like pushing into him. If I don't, he just steps over, and we're back to square one, maybe even past. So here, and I'll make like a side crunch or crunch, and I'll bring up my knee. Bring it in tight, like this. What happens here is I'm creating a little bit of distance, just enough for my hand to pass here. And if you're lucky, also your arm. Yeah, now we have the top frames, we have them. Pressure a little bit. It's really hard for him. Okay? So there's one thing that I still have to do, is hip escape and bring in my final frame, like this. Yeah? My high knee shield in this case. Okay. So one more time. We're here, there's a lot of pressure. I have to dig in my elbows, don't let him reach my hand above my head. There's no power anymore. So here, pressure. Post on his leg right here. And from here, we're gonna do a little bit of a crunch. It's not just pushing his leg away, probably you're not strong enough, but it's also like turning my body a bit so that my knee can fit through this hole right here. Put pressure to the side of his body. Get some distance. Get your first frame. This hand goes in front of his face. Grab the shoulder right here. Yeah, if it's coming down towards me, I can use my forearm. It's like a choking sensation. Yeah. Turn in the other arm. So now I have two frames. 1, 2, 3 basically. And I have to get my fourth. Just hip escape a bit more and get the knee inside. Here you go. Yes. Anybody can see all the steps? We're good? Okay. We're gonna do this om en om met een maatje. 1, 2, 3. On top, it's a very bad position. Even though it's still considered a guard, it's super shitty. You don't want to be here. You want to be on your side and have as much layers of defense between you. Yeah? So in this case it will be knees, hands and elbows. I have to fight to get those positions. And it's a hard fight because you are in a bad position. And he doesn't have to do a whole lot, just hold you and put some pressure, right? Okay, so the one we did just now, it requires for us at least to be able to move our hips a little bit. yeah, like outside. If he's keeping this very tight, like the elbow is on my hip right here, and you can put some pressure, of course. Yeah. Also, this knee might be a little bit more like this. Now it's very hard for me to move, right? Sometimes I even drop on this hip, and not all the way, but just a little bit there, and now it's super hard for me. Okay, just do it. Hold me. Okay, so I'm really stuck. I still have a little bit of my elbows, but yeah, I want to get this. I have two options. Either first I will bring in my knees, or my top frame, and it kind of depends on what he's doing. Okay. In order to get something going, I have to make a bridge, and as I'm bridging, I'm hitting, not really hitting, but using this arm to push his head that way here. Boom. And it's not my intention to really bridge, but to get something going right here. First I'm bringing in the knees, right? Okay, I'm falling back, getting my hips out, and I'm just hold me a bit more. Yeah. I bring in my top knee, not high because I'm not able to reach that, right? From here, it's a low knee shield. I will extend my body, bring in 1, 2, and now I can open up. Yeah. So I have to bring in this knee to get some distance for my arms. So one more time, bridging here, and as I'm coming back, I bring in my knee. Everybody can see this, the knee? Yeah. He might still be squeezing me, but when I'm extending my body, and this is a very strong motion, it's very hard for him to stop this, I can bring in my first arm, my second arm, and break this grip, and from here, I will go to this half guard with frames. Yeah. So that's option number 1. Option number 2 is when I'm able to pass my arm across his head. Usually it's not able to do it from here. Of course, if I can do it from here, then I will do it. But also this one I have to do a bridge. Here, here. And now I'm just bringing it across his face. This is kind of mean, like I'm doing the forearm across the face. So we have to do a little bit nicer here, okay? When we're here, just bridge a little bit more so that he puts his hand on the mat. Grab the arm with the other arm, and from here we're bringing in the knee frames. Yeah. So one more time, this one. I'm bridging, and I'm bringing this arm across the face right here. Already he's put it down, so I'm bringing my second arm right now. From here, hip escape, and bring the knees in. Okay. So we're gonna do both. We always have to start with a bridge. And as we're bridging, we're bringing his head from this side to my body to this side. And here, depending, like now it's gonna be very hard for me to put my arm in front, so I'll get my knee inside. If I'm able to get my arm across, then I'll start with the arm frames instead of the knee frames. Okay? Let's practice this. Om en om. Find a new partner. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. So we will arrive in this position where we have a high knee shield. The knee is around the shoulder area. My bottom knee is in front of his leg. Look, if you're not really tall enough, at least just keep it up here. Don't extend it. Now it's past this knee line, so you don't want this. And my hands are here. If he's far away, probably not able to do much with them, but if he's coming closer, my arms will do a lot of work. We are going to sweep from here. Okay, so if he's coming closer, if he's putting pressure, I'm going to release my top knee, my top frame, and as I'm doing it, I'm following with my arm, and I'm trying to get my shoulder straight underneath his armpit. Everybody can see this? Yes? Okay. Okay. My ear is against his shoulder in this case, could also be against his chest. From here, I'm going to fall back to where I just was, but I'm bringing him along. Where is most of his weight right now, do you guys think? On his knees, yeah, not on his hands. But if I want to get out from here, I have to get out of this leg position right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer the weight from his knees to his hands. Really easy. I'm going to kick him in the butt with my knee and throw him forward here. Look. Now most of his weight is on his hands, agree? Yes. If he would remove his hands, he would make a face plant. Meaning his knees are light, so it will be easy for me to switch to my own knees. If he just stays in this position, usually you just pop up like this. But a lot of times that will create a scramble and we'll get to the top position. Yeah? Because the underhook is really important for top positions. Okay. So what we call the underhook sweep. Okay. Again, we have frames. Usually it's not going to be this overly present, but you'll feel some pressure on your frames. I'm going to slip your knee, and I'm going to reach my hand all the way back until my shoulder is under the armpit, meaning I have to post up on my elbow as well. Here. Yep. From here, most of his weight is on the knees. I'm going to put the weight on his hands, so I'm going to kick him in the butt with my knee and throw him forward like this. Here. From here, I'm going to my own knees, because if I'm on my own knees, now I have something to push for him. If I'm on my side like this, and I have to push, even though I have the underhook, I won't be able to come up. But here, I'm strong. Reach for the far knee, and push him over. Boom. Like this. Okay? So I'll do it one more time, but a bit quicker. Here, I feel the pressure. I'm sliding my knee, reaching all the way, my shoulder comes to his armpit. From here, I'm coming back, kicking him forward, weight is on his hands, go to my own knees, grab the far knee, and push him over. 2 points for the sweep. Alright? Let's do this one. 1, 2, 3. So, we're going to start in chest-to-chest half guard. Really shitty position. Oops. From here, we have to build our frames. Are you going to take the easy one, if you can do it? Get your knee in, extend the body. Look, this is important. Like, if he's pulling me in, I'm stuck. If I can extend my body, there's space for me to get my frames in. Here. Okay, when we're here, maybe he's still trying to put pressure. I'm going to use this to go for the sweep. Boom. My shoulder should be under his armpit, and from here I'm going to kick and put the weight on his hands. Go to my knees and push him over. Okay. The other options were, if I'm not able to do the easy one, I'm going to bridge. Okay, this will be my knees first. Here. Again, this is the same motion. Look, he's still trying to pull me in a bit. I've got this frame here, which I can use to extend my body even more than before. I can get my arms in. Boom. And we're here. Ready for the sweep again. Oops. And the other one, also starting with a bridge. Sometimes, now this occurs to me, if there's a lot of pressure here, sometimes you want to grab the shoulder and pull this back a bit so you can breathe and talk. 1, 2, 3. Sweep. Okay, So we're going to do the whole thing, starting with chest to chest half guard. Build your frames, then sweep with the underhook. Alright, let's do it a couple of times. 1, 2, 3.